and we are in. And yeah, I mean, you just said it, Dave. The crazy thing about this game right here is whoever loses this game is relegated from Titans League. They're going down to gold. Crazy. So Bengalis versus the Portuguese. Bengalis, I feel like it's really hard to make mistakes with them right now. You're always getting the additional villagers, so you're always going to be ahead there. If you're caught out of position with your monks have some extra armor, so you're able to recover. And their late game's also pretty strong as well. So I think I prefer the Bengalis here.
The thing I like about Bengalis is it's like, it's not really the mid game you're thinking about. It's not whether you're going into scouts or whatever. You can basically do just monks, and you'll still get at least 2 relics with most generations, right?
Yeah.
With their extra armor. It's all about your opening in Imperial Age, and that's where the game is really decided. So how you open against Portuguese, if he doesn't forward castle you, if he does, then it gets really interesting here. But how you open in Imperial Age usually determines how the game's going to go.
So far, we've seen quite a bit of Portuguese. We've seen standard plays with Portuguese. The Doubt versus Valis game yesterday, where Doubt was playing Portuguese, was an insane game.
Was Doubt running like a speed run, like skirmisher life percent or something? Like his skirmishers were lasting 10 seconds on average.
Yeah,
I think.
And then I'm pretty sure that Valis's monks were commanded to do more actions in one game than any monks ever, because the amount of times they were in and out of their castles.
Garrison, ungarrison. And then like Valis has the best position ever with 2 castles and Hufnitsa. He loses the castles. I think he's going to lose. And then suddenly
he wins.
He just steamrolls back. It's like, bro, what? You couldn't do this when you had 2 castles?
I know.
In
Unbelievable.
Front of his base? Like, what?
Yeah, it was just unbelievable game. But in that game, if I'm not wrong, I could be. The point is that people have varying builds right now. But Doubt had gone for the Lumber Camp first. And again, sorry if it wasn't that game, but there are other games. I know Viper's gone Lumber Camp first. Nikov's actually using the bonus, which is a new bonus for the Portuguese, where they receive some wood income when they're on berries. And so every time I've seen this, it normally indicates kind of an all-in play. Like, it's not your standard build-up towards scouts and monks. So I'm excited and I'm nervous for Nicov here to see what he's got in store for us.
Yep. The problem with this Portuguese build is that you can't really stop it, right? You might be able to stop the castle from going up forward. Maybe. But you can't stop the castle going up and the organs knocking at the door really, really early. And it can be a lot of pressure to deal with. We saw it against Burgundians the first time with Samaro, maybe? I forget. The first time we saw it in Titans League, but it was...
Yeah, Samaro was the one who started it. Yeah.
And it felt like the Burgundians couldn't do anything at all. It felt like they were dead.
It definitely does have to do with the castle position. In the event that Nikov's going for the castle drop at home, Bengali player is going to have monks. They just go into redemption and convert it, and I feel like you're okay as the Bengalis. But if that castle goes up on your face, particularly on this left side of the base for Winchester, or even the right, because I think either way a gold's denied, suddenly you're backed up into your base, and you don't know how much they're going to commit to the organs. We've seen players with Portuguese continue and make their own monks. So, it's tough. But honestly, I just still don't feel like Nicov, even though this is the guy who went for the crazy aggression in the previous game, I just don't think he's that type of guy. Like, I just don't see Nicov dropping castles on people. But he picked Arena, Dave, and he picked Portuguese early in his draft. So I don't know. Maybe he will.
Listen, you've already lost one game out of the one that you could afford to lose.
Yep.
At this point, he's just got to go balls to the wall, in my opinion. Like, if you're playing it safe, expecting to win your next 4 games in a row against Winchester and Doubt, I don't know if that's the way to go, especially against a civ like Bengalis, right?
If he plays this aggressive against Doubt, I think Nicov could actually 3-0 Doubt. And it's always like such an unpopular thing to say against Doubt, right? Because Doubt's a great player. He's beaten aggression so many times. But there's no way Doubt wins game 2 if he tries to play defensive with walls like that. There's no way that happens. There's no way that happens. And then game 1, Nicov played really good. So I don't know. I'm excited. We do have Nicov on the way up, 23 pop. He actually had 10 Vils in queue before he clicked Feudal. So I don't know if that was intentional. trying to like lower his score a little bit. Some people have been speculating on that. But Nicov on Arena needs to win. And we have a barracks for Vinchester. He's also gone up pretty quickly here, but he'll get 2 more vills, and we have to assume it's probably going to be scouts for him.
Nothing to stone yet for Nicov. I forget when you send a stone with this build.
You always send it to stone while you're on your way up.
To Castle Age?
Yeah, yeah. Now, I think... So I had actually talked to Ganji and Draken about it because I wanted to see what they had said. They were so unhelpful in the best of ways, though. Draken was like, he's like, I don't actually have a build order. I just have like a... He didn't mean it to be conceited, but basically he was like, I just have a really good mind for the game. And, you know, I didn't even practice it before I played Leary. I just got a feel for it, you know? I was like, thanks, bro.
To be fair, he is Mr. Platinum.
I know. But seriously, I was like, what a load of crap is that? I come to you asking for a build, and you're just like, yeah, I just kind of have a mind for the game, you know?
He's going up to Stone, Tristan.
And he's going to Stone now. Ganji did tell me, he was also like, yeah, I'm not honestly completely sure. But he was like, yeah, 2 to Stone before clicking up.
Yeah.
And, well, look at Nicov now. You've had villagers that were on wood making a dash over to the other side, and now they're like, actually, no, we're not needed now. So we're going to go to wood again.
He did get Loom as well, so he's planning on this castle being forward.
Oh, dude, but, like, we've seen it before. You have to send so many vills forward, and you already have so many vills on stone, and the second you get
If it
650
goes up,
stone... Yeah.
See, the thing is, if the castle goes up, you basically don't need to invest into contesting the relics, because you win the relics if the castle goes up, right?
Yeah.
Also, your opponent needs to deal with it. It's, like, worth the sacrifice, almost, and your villagers don't even need to come back to your base. Once they build it, they can just go into, like, stone or something forward. So, I don't know.
The thing is, though, I mean, I know he'll have a loom, but when we've seen this work, the player is going up about 90 seconds behind the Portuguese player, the castle player.
Vinchester sees it.
Yeah.
He sees it.
And, like...
Oh, no, no.
And Vinchester's got scouts on the way, too.
No, dude, no.
And I think this is going to be rough for Nicov. Like, do you want to compromise on your position in the castle and make it in the middle? I don't think so. But here comes Vinchester with villagers. He wants to stop it. He knows it's probably coming.
Bro, this is what I had theorized with the Burgundians. The only way to stop this, when we were thinking about that, is to bait him into a forward castle and then deny it.
Ooh, this is interesting. I mean, if you got scouts and villagers, you can definitely deny it. Nikov's panicked. He will get relegated if this castle does not go up.
Oh my god, he's trying to go for the quick wall. It's not working, though. Still, villagers against the scouts, going to be really good for him, and Vinchester doesn't have looms, so he can't engage with villagers here just yet.
I'm trying my best to make sense of this situation. Okay, yeah, no loom is interesting, but at the end of the day, the castle isn't going up. And just a quick glance back at Nikov's eco, it's a mess. He's got villagers abandoning the stone now, and he's abandoning the castle idea, Dave. He's going to make the castle at home.
Yep.
He's going to lose more villagers, and this is the perfect response from Vinchester against this strategy.
Vinchester's still no loom, but it doesn't matter. He's just outnumbering him.
Yep. And the
Vinchester not even queuing bills, though. Okay, here we go.
Also, do you open the gate for your Nicov to save your vills? Because if you do, the scouts go in.
Yeah, I think you open the gate. Yeah. It's a lot of dead vills, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it wasn't all in before, it is all in now.
Wow.
It definitely is all in now for Nicov.
It's going to take Nicov like a minute before he can even afford the first organ gun. Okay, uses the market.
Delete the houses forward to get more wood.
True.
It's extremely valuable.
Yeah. Oh, man.
He's actually adding farms. Interesting. Okay.
Dude, Vinchester expected it. You also have a bit of insight because you see when they hit feudal. And Vinchester went 24 pop up. Now, obviously, at this point, he received 2 villagers for arriving to feudal, 2 villagers for arriving to castle. So that on top of the vill kills is just insane for his economy. But he just knew, man. And he did not hesitate. The meta is known at this point that all-in organs can be strong, but castle has to be on the front. I guess
where are those vills going?
Nicov maybe wants a monastery now, too. This is going to be so tough for him.
So if you're Vinchester, do you just angle towards redemption right now? Feels like it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
I
queue
do.
a few
Yep.
monks, and then you keep sending villagers to gold. You don't go for that second TC yet. Because once you convert some organs, the game's just basically over. That wolf just takes the shots and runs away. Doesn't
Mhm.
even attack.
I mean, if you know how many vills you've killed, you know you're already up +4 because you're Bengalis. There's no reason to add the second TC until you make sure the middle of the map's secured. So keep the scouts active, keep the spearmen active too. That can be helpful. And like you said, get some relics, but get that redemption upgrade. Scouts going down could be an issue. And Nikov's got to try. He will be relegated regardless of his result versus Doubt after this. I think if he loses this, it doesn't even matter if Doubt wins 3-0 or 0-3. I think Doubt's position is confirmed in second in this group. Because I think Vinch needed a 3-0, and then Doubt had to lose or some crazy result for Vinch to get second.
I just love how Doubt was like, what, 90% for second and 0% for third, but then like a high percentage for fourth.
Yeah, that was,
or like 60% for second and then like 30 for fourth.
I think that was if Vinchester won 3-0 here and then Nicov 3-0 Doubt. I think that's what would have had to have happened. And Nicov, 27 vills. Credit to him. He's got some farming eco. He's got some organs. He's got 6 organs. He's battering down the gate. Not really battering, but shooting the gate. And we should see redemption soon. And there it is for Vinchester. So if Vinchester wants to win this game, he has to take care of those organ guns. He's got a big economy.
Okay, Nicov got 1 relic in. Big boost to his eco.
2 TCs. Look at Vinch on stone, too. I think he also knows that the next follow-up for Nicov is a follow-up castle. Maybe a fast imp, so he's thinking about his own castle. Need more monks than 2, I think, before you show yourself here. I know you're Bengalis, but I think you want like 4 or 5, at least. It's so nerve-wracking having organ guns outside your walls like this. Even as a caster, I'm just like, oh man, dreading
just
it.
Like Bengali redemption monks. If Vinchester just even gets like 2 conversions here, it feels over, right?
Yep.
Gonna try.
He's got the range, and then what you would normally need to do to counter this is go for your own monks with atonement, but Nikov's economy is just so weak. So he's now unsure on what to do. He is going to get 3 relics, which is nice, but he can't really push.
Okay, he's going to need some really good RNG here. Nicov favored RNG. That's 1 organ going down. That's a fast conversion, and he gets 3 organs.
Huge.
Nicov in a really rough spot now.
Yeah, it just doesn't get any worse than this for you. You've lost the organs, 2 of the organs that were converted, and now there's going to be more monks and organ guns on the fields. Vinchester's got 50 villagers. He's ahead by 15 now. That's only going to continue to grow. And he can move out across the map for this castle if he wants to do it. And we knew coming into this, man, that Vinchester needed a 2-1. He lost.
Nikov's going up.
Yeah, you got to try, right? You got to try Imp here if you're Nicov. But crazy. I mean, even just thinking about the previous game that Vinch had to win that, so many people would have lost there. And they knew exactly what Nicov was going to do in this game.
So, like, what do you do here if you're Nicov? You
go
sell everything. You
sell
go
everything and go monks. Just like 4 monasteries. Your monks are cheap. You hope you can convert all of Vinchester's monks with the faster imp and then somehow snowball this. And then also you do have the recovery option of Feitorias.
Hear me out.
So
4 layers of fortified wall.
go
My
for it.
Feitoria in the back.
What if that was like what if this was our first day?
Back, though.
Yeah, what if this is our first day casting and we overvalued Feitorias? We'd be like, what is Nicov doing? Why is he selling his stone? He should be 4-layer stone walling.
No, looks like he's going for the monk options. He's got 2 villagers forward here. However, lots of monks here from Vinchester. Does he have atonement yet? Nicov does not. And saves the organs. No, he heads back for more. Don't. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I don't even think those things bring you any value now. Just sit them somewhere and don't move them.
They bring you negative value.
Yeah,
They
it's
get
just a
converted.
distraction at this point. Fervor for Vinch. I wasn't expecting to see that. The monks will be a little faster now, and well,
And
I
Vinch
think
is going to be like, dude, why is it so expensive for me to go to the next game?
I know, right? Yeah, you look at that market. Sometimes you can actively see the other person using the market too. I honestly think to have any chance though, obviously you go monks, but Nicov, you need to immediately add a Feitoria.
Yep.
Immediately.
100%.
You need a
if
boost.
for nothing else other than food income
Yeah.
and wood income.
Yeah, you need some type of a boost here. And if he were to be planning that, he would need houses right now. So hopefully he thinks about that. Because we've seen crazy things with Feitorias, right? Like that win with Draken against Leary was crazy. Delete the organs. Just get rid of them. Yeah.
I like the box formation though. It's very nice.
I want... don't steal this from me, okay? I really want to use this in a video where the game's really good. Next time someone loses a bunch of organs in a really competitive game, I'm going to have Hardy and Kaylee make the thumbnail be like the ID card for the player who lost the organs.
For
and
an
it's going to
organ
say
donor?
organ donor.
Yeah.
Make a cheesy little ID. Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to make Feitorias. There's the houses. Boom. Good job, Nicov. Let's go. Comebacks on. 4 relics. Feitoria trickle. Vinchester will have some type of a timer. Obviously, full map control is crazy for him, but that might not stay the case if he loses his monks here.
Get rid of the organ. Don't make any more. Just stop.
Also, do not be out on the
many
map with your
organs?
monks right now, Vinchester. You need to be in your walls,
Mm-hmm.
because if you were to lose 8 monks and then Nicov suddenly has 16, you would have some problems.
Winchester now expanding to the left side. And
Just
lumber
gonna
camp.
chop
So,
wood. Okay.
Hear me out. Right. Nicov super turtles. He's got another Feitoria here. Fortified wall. Layers and layers of fortified wall. Right? Winchester can't get through. He's got monks behind converting all of Winchester's stuff. Nicov then makes an onager. And he starts the long chop around towards Winchester.
I'm hearing you. Keep going. and then and then he shows
We
up
have a-
with 4 organ guns.
Yes, we have a pitched battle in the back of Winchester's economy, and Nicov realizes he's not going to get it done.
I mean, sign me up for that. I'm down. I am curious, why does
Imagine the
Winchester
thumbnail of
why
that.
does Winchester want the sides of the map so much? What's the reasoning for that? Vision?
I think
Seems very
He
weird.
just wants to expand out here, and Nicov, he knows Nikov's going to tunnel down through the middle.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, at this point, if you're Nicov, I actually think you could. It sounds
Third
stupid.
Feitoria, bro.
Yeah, I think if you're adding this many Feitorias and you're not pushing with Trebs, you actually start falling back here. You don't
Yeah.
full turtle like you said, but you start to fall back so you don't get killed by the economy from your opponent. I'm not sure about the university in the middle of the map, but live your dream.
What are these village? Oh, he's going to find the villagers on stone. Villager kills. Let's go.
Convert him. No, don't kill him. Convert him.
Yeah, convert him. Yes, and he is. He's not killing. He pulls the organs away.
And Nicov
Nice play
says
from
yes.
Vinch.
Nicov says yes in the chat. Let's go.
Nice play from Vinch. That would have been a huge. That would have been a 12 villager swing.
Yeah.
If he had gotten all 6. of
Nicov,
those.
go home, bro. I know you've seen crazy monk conversions. Go home. You got Feitorias now. What do you think your opponent's doing? He's either going for more monks than you before he shows himself, or he's going to go for light cav. And obviously, it's going to be light cav.
Why is Nicov making these Feitorias forward? Why not? You've got so much space at the back. It's weird.
He needs to leave right now. You also see a stable from before, so that could be a heads up. The problem is, it's like when this all in, you think I have to push. But again, I think if you go 4 Feitorias, you've invested over 1,000 gold or 1,000 gold and 1,000 stone into the defense.
Yeah.
And you don't turtle, like you said, full stonewall, but you really just don't want to leave yourself exposed out here.
You know, for everything Nikov's been through here, like, I'm surprised Winchester hasn't been a little bit more aggressive.
Agreed.
Like, and we look at his village count. He's only at 87 right now. He's
Yeah.
not producing any more vills. Like,
Yeah.
his economy is not good. Nikov's actually getting to a position where he's favored.
If Nicov sees the light cav, oh my god, Nicov, run. Run away. Did you see that? He did, I think. You gotta run. That house there was clutch for him. He also got heresy, so any unit that gets converted
And look at
will
his
just
resources.
die. Yeah,
They're coming in really fast now. Like, Nikov's, it's almost an even game now.
I agree.
It's crazy.
Okay, so he thinks heresy, this is okay. There's a lot of light cav there. Oh boy. The organs are going to miss the light cav. Oh, if he just was back in his base, but he gets conversions.
He does get 3 conversions, sends them immediately over to the monks. These are Bengali monks, though, but they're all out of faith. A lot of them are out of faith. Nicov needs to look at which ones are converting. He's going to get a couple monks here.
Hype? There's a chance?
And he converted one of those that was converting his light cav. So he's clearing up all the monks from Winchester, and he still has organs alive. He still has monks of his own alive. He's converting more light cav. Nicov has 4 Feitorias behind this.
Light cav, not killing the rest of Nikov's monks. Okay, Nicov, just back up and chill for a second, dude. Just back up and chill. You've got organ guns and monks. It's kind of working. I don't know. Maybe you don't chill. Maybe you push.
No, I think you have to push, dude.
I mean,
you have to push.
You're spot on, though. I mean, Winchester had time. We thought he would take the map control. Nicov is actually... Did he really go for
4
5?
relics. 5th Feitoria with 4 relics. Nikov's favored. Nikov's favored here.
Well, let's see.
Vinch has not done enough at all. Vinch has done nothing, dude. He's still not producing villagers. What is going on? He's only at 99 villagers here. We're 34 and a half minutes into the game.
There's just certain strats. This is great work from Winchester to kill that monk and loop around for reinforcements. There are certain strats. Don't tell me Vinch is going to lose a Treb to light cav. But there's these strategies that just kind of hurt. They affect your line of thinking. You can't think properly, right? And this all-in strat can do that to you. And it's also hard to gauge because you don't know your opponent has Feitorias. You don't have any clue. You have to imagine they maybe have 1, but 5 of them is bringing a lot of resources for Nicov.
Nikov's going to go into what? Cavalier here? He's adding in the stables.
Cavalier would be so epic. Cavalier would be so
awesome.
epic. No, not light cav. Cavalier Nicov.
No. Oh, light cav is a really big mistake. I mean, you got 5 Feitorias. You need to really use your pop.
Well, honestly, he does know there's going to be monks out there. So I kind of like the move for that reason. He's going to deny this castle. No way. No way. You're kidding me.
Oh, my God. Nicov wins this, dude. He just wins.
Does he?
It's crazy. Look at the resources.
Yeah? He doesn't have any blacksmith upgrades yet.
He could go elite organ gun soon.
What? Reminder, to anyone who's just skipped ahead or just arrived. The loser's out of Titans League Platinum, and these are 2 of our biggest names in Age of Empires 2. Winchester, the one who won the first freaking season. Winchester. He's got some crossbows. He has no arbalest yet, Dave.
I will say, the unit control for Nicov here in the later stages of this game has been amazing.
Yeah.
He's always converting. As soon as he sees a unit, he hasn't been tossing away army. Winchester now looping around to the left side with some trebs. That castle still denied in the north. Chemistry coming in for Vinch right now, and he's got a bunch of crossbows. But what can the crossbows really do? Look at the resources from Nicov. I think he's going elite organ gun soon.
Nikov's been getting
elite organ gun.
Nikov's been getting attack upgrades up until this point. He didn't expect the crossbowmen. If he can kill them with other things, he'll be okay. But the light cav will melt. They were supposed to be... The light cav were out here for monks, Dave. But Nikov's still pushing, and as you said, the organ guns are a really good unit. Elite's on the way. Nicov trying to convert.
Oh boy, he's also got light cav attacking the Ratha in the back. Organ guns are just unstoppable here, killing everything.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I thought he was so dead. Winchester had the perfect plan. He stopped the castle.
Maybe getting complacent. He was trying to stretch out to the left side, the right side of the middle area. He got discovered, and Nicov had time to place 5 Feitorias. 5 Feitorias with 4 relics.
What
Disgusting,
in the world?
Nico.
Oh my god, and the Vills on the left, all dead, still very confused about all that. The Treb's gonna be picked off. Castle on the right's being walled up by Nicov. You're right, this guy's everywhere right now. He does not want to be knocked out.
Oh my god. Nicov, what on... He just went Super Saiyan or something.
Super Saiyan, dude. And also 5 Feitorias, right? 5 Feitorias has been insane for him, and no more horse collar, no second wood upgrade, no wheelbarrow.
Finch can still finish that from the corner. Finch can finish that from the corner. There's one little tile there, and he's working away on the gate. However, the organs are coming across. They know what's happening. It's only one villager building this castle.
You gotta love how, of all the jokes about horse collar that have happened over the years with Nicov, he researches it now when he has 5 Feitorias. He just researched it. Yeah, castle will complete there. I mean, I think if you're Nicov, you let that complete. You just push the middle now. Just continue your focus towards the middle.
You can make a random treb and take that out.
Yeah,
later.
like bombard cannons and organs. Push the gut and finish this game as quickly as possible. That castle does nothing for Winchester right now, and Winchester's just scrambling, Dave. Still, you got crossbows, no arbalest. I don't even know. Bengalis might not even get Arbalest. I don't even remember. I think they do.
They do.
But Nicov, he didn't have bloodlines. He didn't have armor. Went for the full attack. But just full gunpowder on the back of 5 Feitoria economy. And Nicov can absolutely win this game. He could relegate Vinchester and then give himself a shot. He still has to 3-0 Doubt. But he gives himself a shot here to stay alive.
Elite Organgun's one of the most frustrating masses of units to take down.
Yep.
They're tanky and they deal a lot of damage at the same time. Even though they're slow, frustrating to use sometime, and the pathing is not the greatest.
Yep.
They are very difficult to kill.
I think Vinchester, maybe after the initial moment in Castle, great attack ground from Nicov. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these organs will destroy these Lycav. Lycav have no chance against organ guns.
Yeah, just ripping through these.
When you think of Bengalis, you think of monks, elephant archers. We're seeing Lycav, we're seeing Trebs. We're not seeing any of the strong units from Vinch. He doesn't have gold access, Dave. Any gold that he does have is going to be denied. And he's unlikely to take out the castle here from Nicov. Nikov's going to take out the Trebs with the bombard cannons. Nicov has the score lead. Nicov has the army lead. Nicov actually has pulled this win back from like the depths of hell. Like insane.
I almost want like an interview with him after this. Like, what were you thinking? What were you feeling?
Yeah.
At that moment, like, he has got to be so stunned right now that he's in this position. He's pop capped, of course, with 5 Feitoria. He's got elite organ gun. He's got monks. He's got bomber cannons. He's got a forward castle after his initial forward castle failed, and he was 12 villagers behind in early castle age.
Yeah, crazy.
Wild.
Just crazy. And now, if you question anything Vinchester has or hasn't done at this point, it's maybe understandable. Right now, though, what does he do, right? Like, there's
Can't do
not...
anything.
Yeah, you don't have any fallbacks now because you don't have the gold for it. And you're just stuck on Lycav because that's what you teched into. He's trying his best in the middle of the map. But good luck raiding the Feitorias. Look at Nikov's base. He's actually stonewalling in his main eco. So that doesn't get raided by the Lycav.
What do you mean his main eco? You mean these 5 buildings?
Yeah.
He's using one of them as this part of his wall.
Oh, man. I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. And again, I have to credit Nicov because Nicov looked so rough, man, coming in here. I know he was moving and has been probably stressed with all that. He still could be relegated. That's the sad thing for him.
A chance.
But like his performance today, anyone else comes in here against Vinchester after the situation on the group, they might just say, whatever. I'm just going to YOLO, but not really go for any good games. I'm just going to die and it's going to be finished for me. Wow. Yeah, this is over. This is
right
so
now.
over.
Vinchester was wishing that this is like Regicide Arena.
Yeah,
There's
seriously.
some king that he can kill or some like win condition he can meet. But it's like if you look at it from his point of view, you can't kill this army. You can never kill this army.
Yep. Nicov has done what he needed to do today, and Vinchester needed 2 wins.
I think Nicov should actually just go for Bomber Tower here.
Yeah.
Honestly. He's going Cavalier, but...
Yeah, Cavalier's good. Organ Gun's good. Monks you don't even need. Like, all of it that Nicov could choose to do is going to be fine here. Light Cav for Vinchester, even that is not going to be possible long-term if you lose all your economy. This is a big engagement for him. He's got full upgrades.
21 organs.
Well, not full upgrades, but he's got a lot of upgrades. But Nicov
this is chop liver.
Drops another castle. Yeah, Nicov has the resources. He just gets more because of the Feitorias. Also, look at how many organs are stacked. Beautiful work there. 60 kills for those organ guns. Holy cow, man.
I mean, credit to Vince. He fights on, right? He doesn't want to lose, but this is disgusting.
Yeah, this is just a crazy comeback. And, another reason why you might pick Portuguese on Arena. Vinchester, the winner of Season 1. Remember, he has 13 wins and 2 losses in that group. He then beat Hera 4-2 in the semifinals and Veleza 4-3 in the final. Crazy results. So if anyone was going to be favored to move on to the playoffs, at the very least, it would have been him. We probably should double-check the data, make sure that what we were looking at before this series was correct. But I believe that means that Vinchester is no longer in Platinum League and he gets relegated down to Golds. And then now Nicov needs a 3 over Stout or he's joining him. Wow, that's crazy.
Vince made some really crucial mistakes there. Number one, I don't think he had a plan going into Imperial Age. It
Agreed.
seemed like he had so many options he could go for. Number two, he didn't expand his eco, like at all.
Yeah.
He's just kind of queuing up vills from 2 TCs. He went for a castle after he had denied the initial castle from Vinchester and after he already had Redemption Monks to deal with the organs. So that put him even further behind. And then by the time he was in a position to finally make units, Nicov already had 5 Feitoria.
Yeah.
It was just really rough.
And
he's going to be kicking himself for that one.
I mean, there's the options thing. Like, you know, usually with the greater eco, you go faster imp, you have your monks, open light cap, and then push. But while I was later to imp, the biggest thing that's confusing for me, it's not even the unit composition. Why did you have villagers on the left? And why did you have villagers on the right? Like, he deleted 6 villagers at one point. Also lost like 12 on the left side. I just don't get that, right? You have the eco in your base. And you should be able to, your opponent just had monks there, to still use the light cap to control the middle and take those res. But, I mean, you are on a clock against Feitorias. Nicov was able to get elite organ gun, cavalier, full upgrades, lots of monks. It's a combination of the gold units being very cheap for Portuguese with the Feitoria eco. But, yeah, it just felt like everything fell apart for Vinci. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah. The resource is actually still ahead for Vinci, but 11,000 more gold in favor of Nicov.
Well, gold players aren't very excited with what they just saw.
Nope.
They're like, oh, hope I'm not going to be in Vinch's group. But, you know, that's the point of the system. You want to have consistency more than anything. It just wasn't there for Vinch.